Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Latrell, and yes, I'm back again with another Galaxy Note 9 in, well, this current year now. So it's in 2021. I literally just did one like 6 months ago for 2020, but now we're doing it for 2021 because it's February, and I did that in what, like July maybe? But folks are still curious, so today we're gonna go ahead and figure out if the Galaxy Note 9 is worth it in 2021. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm hoping I'm gonna get more active again. Like, I've been slacking for like a few reasons, and like even in my intro it still says every 2 days, even though but that's not really the case right now. But yeah, man, so Easy Computer Solutions, Eric the Tech Preacher, if you're watching this right now, I know that you love your Note 9, so this one's for you, man. But I mean, the Note 9 is a boss phone. I feel like a lot of people consider the Note 9 as the best Galaxy phone that Samsung ever made. The reason that they say that is because of how many features they just threw in this phone and crammed in here in 1 year. And nowadays they stripped out a lot of those features that we got in the Note 9 and the S10 and the Note 20 and the Note 21 whenever that comes out, if it does come out. But I'm not gonna ramble for too much longer, so let's just go and talk about this Note 9. And first off, we're gonna get into the specs, which let me put this disclaimer out here first. So I'm not one of those people that's like, it's all about the specs, Snapdragon 888 or nothing. No, that's not how it works, okay? What matters is when you're actually using the phone. The specs don't really matter as much, okay? So let me go and tell y'all if this thing is worth it now. But I still want to go and tell you the specs because I want you to know what Samsung threw in this thing in 2018, and now we're in 2021. So first up, let's go and chop it up about that display because we know how Samsung does with their displays. So on this Note 9, we got a 6.4-inch Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED with a 2960 by 1440 resolution, 516 PPI, and HDR10. We're getting an 8-megapixel wide-angle selfie with no OIS that can record up to 4K 60 and a 2-megapixel iris scanner camera. On the back, we got two 12-megapixel cameras with one being wide and one telephoto with an f2.4 aperture. We got dual OIS and they can both record up to 4K 60 FPS. And I want to go and show y'all some camera samples. So I went downtown at the Kenosha lakefront and I took some pictures and videos and other things like that. So go and check out what this Note 9 camera looks like. So this is me recording 4K at 60 on the Galaxy Note 9. I guess we can walk down here so I don't slip and die. But let me know in the comments below, how does this look? We're just overlooking the pier here and the lighthouse, the Kenosha lighthouse. Let's go and get that tower over there. So yeah, how does it look to y'all? Let's go and get these townhouses over here. It looks pretty dope, but I'm freezing. And then this is me using the front-facing camera with the Galaxy Note 9. So I'm literally wearing two hoodies on right now. But yeah, so let me know how this looks. So this is a video test on the Galaxy Note 9 in 4K 60 FPS. I'm on top of this parking garage here in Kenosha, and just here at nighttime, it looked pretty good. So you've seen what it looks like here in the daytime. I can zoom in here into this courthouse. If I go over there, I can see more of the city, and yeah, I mean, you can see a couple of buildings over here. It does look pretty nice, man. I'm a big fan of it. So that's gonna be the Note 9 camera quality in 2021. So in my opinion, for a phone that came out like in 2018, almost 3 years ago, that's some bomb quality. Like, that's just crazy. And I took a picture of this burger with this phone, so in my opinion, it could look better. It doesn't really look all that good, but it's alright. The only thing we're really missing here is no wide angle camera, so you can't really say, oh, like, who cares about wide angle? If you never had wide angle, trust me, like you're not gonna know. You need to have a phone with a wide angle camera to know that, but like besides that, it's a really good camera, like I really recommend it. This camera gets my Jennings stamp of approval. You're not gonna be shamed on social media using this phone, not at all. You got an IP68 water resistance rating, so you can't drop this in a puddle outside or your tub or your sink or whatever, but you can't go swimming with it. Now I don't know about you, but who in their right mind would go in the pool with their phone anyways? Like that's kind of a dumb decision. Like I don't know who would do that. At that point, you don't even deserve a phone. But don't even go in the pool and forget that your phone's in your pocket because you're probably gonna be screwed. But yeah, that's pretty much a standard these days with these phones. Like I don't really know of any other phone besides the S10 5G that got some like IP69, but yeah, you should be good with this. The only thing I gotta tell you is just be aware of the fact that this phone came out in 2018, so you gotta worry about the water resistant seal because it does wear down over time. So just look into that. Anyways, let's get back to the specs real quick. So we got a Snapdragon 845 processor with an Adreno 630 GPU, 6 gigs of RAM for 128 gigs of storage, or 8 gigs of RAM for 512 gigs of storage. You can put up to a 512 gig SD card in this Galaxy Note 9, Samsung, SD card, Samsung, 1 terabyte of storage. You got intelligence scan, which uses your face and your iris scanner at the same time to get a more accurate unlock. We got the January 2021 security patch, and we're actually in February right now, so we're not that far behind. But we also got One UI 2.5 with Android 10, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last major software update on here. Samsung already said that, so rip in the chat, and then it's just going to be security updates from now on. We got a 4,000 mAh battery up in here, 15 watt fast charging with 10 watt fast wireless charging, and USB-C. We got a headphone jack up in here. And you know what, man? That's the thing about the Note 9. The specs just keep going on, and they really just do not stop. But hold on with me, we're almost done here. I know you tech nerds are going crazy right now about all these specs. We got Samsung Pay, NFC, and MST support, so Samsung, MST support. I know y'all just dropped that in the S21. Now it's the stupidest decision you ever made. But we do got that support in here in the Note 9. We got Bluetooth 5, so no delay with your audio. We got stereo sound through the speaker in the earpiece and the speaker at the bottom. We got a heart rate, SpO2, and blood pressure monitor. Please don't ask me what SpO2 is. Like, I can't tell you that. I don't know. And obviously, because this is a Note, we do have the S Pen in here. And it's a Bluetooth S Pen, but without the air action. So I can't do the flick of the wrist to turn up the volume or something like that. But I can go ahead and press this button here to take pictures or pause and play my music or whatever I want to do with this, so it's pretty dope. Which, by the way, about that flick of the wrist got me sound like Cheddar the Connect up in here. What happened to that dude, man? Look at the flick of that wrist. Anyways, I tried using the Note 10 S Pen up in here and it just didn't pair to this phone, so don't even ask about that. I already tried that. It wasn't working for me, so you just got to deal with this. Alright y'all, so it's actually time for me to go and tell y'all about this phone and tell you if it's worth it or not. First up, let's go and talk about that display. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. All these Galaxy phones that I get, basically the screen looks exactly the same on them to me, in my eyes. So this looks really good. It looks basically the same as my Galaxy Fold that I use. I mean, trust me, just because this phone came out in 2018 doesn't really mean nothing because it's still a really quality display. It's really vibrant and contrasty, just like regular Samsung screens. You got 1440p and all that good stuff, but you don't got a high refresh rate display. Like, I'll be really surprised here. But to me, I really don't care that much. Like my Z Fold 2 is 120 Hz and all these other phones that I got have high refresh rate displays, but still, I really don't care that much. It's nice to have, but it's not mandatory for me, so I'm chilling. So the display on here, it's a go. Next up is the performance and the software on this thing. So the performance on the Note 9 in 2021 surprised me, man, because I have no performance issues or any of that stuff on here. I don't have no lag and it's on One UI 2.5, so we're not getting One UI 3, but you can put a custom ROM on there if you want to, I guess. But even then, it's still really not necessary because you got the latest security patches, you got like a ton of features on here, like you're good with the Note 9. So just opening apps is really no problem here. I can open my messages or the internet or whatever I want to do, and it's just working perfectly fine with no hiccups. And I got the 128 gigs with 6 gigs of RAM model, so it's not even the fastest one, and it's still doing me good. Also, gaming is good on here. You're not gonna do no beastly Fortnite 120 Hz gaming with this phone, but it's still gonna perform fine. So I easily see people getting through a few more years with the performance that's at right now. And like I say, you still pretty much get all the features of One UI on here, like wireless decks, you get quick share, and you get all that good stuff. Next up is the speakers on the Note 9. So I'm gonna go and give y'all a quick sample of what it sounds like. If you really want to hear what it sounds like, put it in your headphones so you can hear it better. So yeah, it sounds pretty good, right? Let's hope I don't get no copyright off of that, low TJ. I mentioned this earlier, but you actually got dual sound here with the speaker at the bottom and the earpiece. So this is the first Note to have dual sound. And in my opinion, it sounds pretty good, so you're ahead of the game. Next up is the battery life on here, which was a big marketing point for this Note 9. So it has 4,000 mAh, like I just said earlier. And I mean, the battery life is the truth on here, so I get easily throughout the whole day. I do have my phone on auto brightness. I used to have it on full all the time, but not anymore. But yeah, for me at least, as a dude who uses his phone all the time, like I have no issues with the battery life on here. Now, if you're gonna be buying this phone used, which I imagine you are because they're not selling this phone anymore, watch out for the battery life on there and see if this phone has warranty, because you can actually send this in for warranty and you can actually get the battery replaced and the screen. You can get the screen swapped out and the same thing here, so you can get a fresh new battery. And as for the charging, it is pretty fast for me. So I do use the 15-watt fast wireless charging. Like, I rarely use the USB-C port on this phone, but even just plugging it in, you can top it off real quick and you're good. Next up is that urine yellow S Pen, of course. So as you can see here, like I already mentioned earlier, you can't really do the air gestures or anything, but you can do this, so you can single press to play and pause music and double press to change the tracks and all that good stuff. We could be taking a family photo and then there you go, I just took a new photo here of us. But what I use the S Pen for most is this. So if I go to the settings here and then let's go ahead and highlight this top part here. You can actually do that. So the way I did that is I pressed and hold onto the button while selecting the text wherever I want to. And like, you can't do that with your finger obviously, but you can with the S Pen. So now I'm highlighting text in places that I usually can't. And let's see if I can do that in notifications. Looks like I can't. Okay then. But you get the point. So this S Pen does come in clutch. And the battery life is pretty good on the S Pen also. So I do want to point something out real quick. You do not need battery life to go ahead and just use the screen normally. You do need battery life though if you want to go and play and pause your music or go and take a picture, change your tracks and all that good stuff. Last up is the call quality and texting people. So this is a 4G LTE phone. You're not going to get 5G on this phone. If you want the oldest Galaxy with 5G, you need to get the Galaxy S10 5G. But with the 4G LTE on here using T-Mobile, I pretty much always get good service. Like, I have no issues with this. I'm actually using Verizon on here right now. Well, not at this moment, but I usually use Verizon on here. You do not have that old video calling on here, so Google Duo did replace that, as you can see right here at the bottom. And you actually got RCS with this when you're using like the T-Mobile firmware or something like that. So that's dope. And y'all, that's gonna be the Note 9 in 2020. So I feel like I touched on the camera enough. Like, it sucks that it doesn't have an ultra wide angle camera and like the super far zoom, but besides that, I'm alright. So if you want to go and pick up a Note 9 on Amazon, it's running for about $300 renewed. So let me go and show you eBay now. As you can see, still about $300, $200 in that area. And then brand new on Amazon, it's running for about $464. So I mentioned this last year when I did the Note 9 in 2020, but I actually seen this article where it said the Galaxy Note 9 is the best Galaxy that Samsung ever made, and I can see where they're at with that. I can see where they're coming at, because you got the fingerprint scanner right here, which is still really fast. You got the blood pressure and heart rate monitor. You still got that iris scanner, and some people still prefer having this aspect ratio right here. So hopefully you enjoyed this, but I'm about to go and get out of here. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, go and give this video a like. And if you really liked it, go and subscribe. But go and follow me on my social media at eSantech on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook, but Instagram and Twitter is the most active. And I feel like most people watching this already have a Note 9, but they just want that reassurance that the Note 9 is still good in 2021. They just wanted to hear it come out of somebody else's mouth. So I guess let me know in the comments below. Do you still have the Note 9, or are you interested in getting a Note 9? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one then. Peace out.